Oh, shit! There's still 2 games to go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show! I am your host, Andrew Illy! And this is the Ball of Truth. Thank you very much for joining me. Wherever you are around the world, wherever you are, you silly motherfucker. Oh. This season needs to end. I can't take it anymore. Oh, help me. Help me. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am your host, Andrew Illy, and this is the Ball of Truth, and it's Wednesday night, man. A special just for you guys. This might be a regular occurrence, seriously, because there's just so much happening in the Carlton universe. Every day there's a new story. Every week it's something breaking news, and we'll get into it. Don't worry. But change is coming. And boy, do we need it. This season has been an absolute disaster. One of the worst I've experienced, if not the worst, as a Carlton supporter in my lifetime. The lowest of lows. And I've hated every single bit of it, man. There's so much negativity. There's so much pain. So much misery. And we're nearly there. And we've been calling it out since day one. I'm exhausted, man. I'm tired. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again. And they have just literally sucked the life out of me, this team. And that's what happens. It started in round 1. And it's just been shocking ever since. But when you're rock bottom, the only way out is up. Seriously. Unfortunately, this is a dirty, unforgivable business. And we're going to have to get our hands filthy to clean it up. And sometimes, to do the right thing, you have to do the wrong thing. And we'll get into it. But I can tell you guys that I truly believe next season will be better. I feel that. I truly do. And you got to believe it. We've got to have some sort of positivity after this incredibly bad season. It's been embarrassing. Disgusting. On and off the field, just atrocious stuff. And I have felt violated and insulted. My intelligence was insulted. Every press conference, every news break, just... it's unbearable. And we need it to end. There's 2 games to go. I love Carlton. I fucking love this team. I bleed navy blue. I have hope for us. Things can't get worse, can they? You'd hope not. We will touch on a couple of things tonight. But the big one was the Graeme Wright interview yesterday. And he's officially taken the reins on Friday, the 15th of August, so in 2 days' time. But yesterday there was breaking news. And that was Brad Lloyd. So the club can confirm that General Manager of Football, Brad Lloyd, will depart the football club, the Carlton Football Club, At the end of the AFL season, after 7 years of service, the club will now commence a process of appointing a new general manager of football. Brad Lloyd said, "It has been a privilege to see the growth of our football program over the last 7 years to arrive here at the end of a 2-win season in 2018. Let's wipe that from the memory. And progress to finals and a preliminary final. It has been off the back of an incredible amount of hard work from so many good Carlton people." Then Graeme Wright thanked Brad for his 7 years of service. He then went on to say Brad's commitment to see out the final 2 weeks of the season, which he's letting him go for the next 2 games, speaks to his dedication and care for those around him. He has been a great football person, well respected right throughout the industry, and we wish Brad the very best for what the next chapter holds for him. Have a sip of this. So, look, there's no hard feelings here. It seems like that. Looks like they're mutually all good. Brad's been in the role for far too long, and this change was inevitable. It needed to happen, honestly, and it was probably the most predictable one out of the lot that's gonna happen. He's the first domino to fall, Brad Lloyd, and there's gonna be more, man. So the question is, who is next for the general manager of football for Carlton? I've stated on this show that Jimmy Bartel is a very good option. There were rumours that he's already spoken to Graham Wright. I don't know if it's true or not. I think it is. But let's see what happens, man. But if not Jimmy, who? I would be in favour of Jimmy. But if it's not him, I would want someone with championship, premiership DNA. A proven winner, either as a player or some sort of coaching role. Someone who's had success and knows how to win. That needs to be the mindset and mentality of this club. Win, win, win at all costs. Board changes, will there be any? Honestly, I don't know. Some of these guys on the board outside of Robert Priestley and Greg Williams, Diesel. Greg Williams, will he be on the board next year? It sounds like he's battling his health and mental health demons at the moment. So, look, for me personally and honestly, I might be in favour of replacing him. It will be refreshing to get another former player who played for Carlton in there, or someone who loves the club. Someone who has a strong voice and can disagree with things and is not scared to disagree. I'm all for getting new, fresh faces next year. And you know what? We just need another point of view. This regime, it's been the same shit over and over again, and we need change, man. A different insight. As long as their vision meets the requirements of winning a premiership, I don't care. Get them in. Seriously. They have to have that as the ultimate goal. And we have to focus on footy first and business later. And if we are successful on the field, then we will succeed financially and all that shit. I've said that on this channel before, weeks ago. And I'm glad Graham Wright touched on it too in the interview yesterday. We'll get into it. And then we'll touch on some players who may or may not go. But the first thing, and the interviewer did very well. He asked the right questions. And this was uploaded by Carlton. So good on him, whoever did it. I don't know his name. He did well with the questions, man. The first thing he asked Graham Wright was how he came to the decision for Voss staying on for 2026. And Graham said, "We looked at a whole range of data and statistical information around the way we play, but also a lot of conversations with our football staff and coaches and players as well." So he's been having one-on-one conversations with every single player. Everyone in the club, apparently, so from what I've heard. Voss is our man for 2026, and pleasingly the board endorsed that. Across the board, there was a collective ownership around our performance. It's players, coaches, staff, not just one person. It was a unanimous across the board that Vossi was the person for us. He's a great leader, driving the football program in the right direction. Now, basically, in human English terms here, he's saying that everyone is at fault for this season. But the players being so bad are the reason why Voss is let off the hook. Seriously, because the players were bad. And I think that's what he was trying to say. Now, who knows behind closed doors what really goes on? There's so much we don't know and we're not going to hear. But I'm going to trust him on this one for now, because we've got to see how next season pans out. But there's going to be so much changes. We'll get into it, what he said. I still want to see changes to the coaches for me around Voss. And I've said this all year. I think Ash Hansen has had a shot and he's had his chance to help Voss. And, you know, he might be looked at one of the dominoes to fall as well. I would be in favour of it. I believe we need to try something else. Get some proven experience winners in there, like I said before. People won't like me for saying this, and I 100% understand it. But Hinkley from Port Adelaide is a good example of what we may need. I know he's never won a premiership. A lot of people haven't, a lot of greats. But he's a damn good coach. And as an assistant coach to Voss, I think that could be huge. Let's not think about him as a coach, as an assistant coach. Someone who could be ruthless. And boy, do we need ruthlessness. It could be what we need, seriously. It could be that ruthlessness that I've been asking for all year. There are others out there, I know, don't worry. But he's the first one that came to mind as an assistant. And I think someone who is going to be available in 2026, because he's done. Longmire won't want to be an assistant coach, and he's ruled out coaching altogether next season. Not sure I fully believe that, but let's see. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I think. I think we need a new assistant coach next to Voss. Someone with a bit of tactical genius about him and a bit of ruthlessness. Let's see. Let's see who they get. But look, it might still be Ash Hansen. But I'm in favour of a change there. Now, the interviewer asked, Graham, you've had the last 9 months to take stock on all aspects of the Carlton Football Club. What have your key observations been? And Graham said, we're in a really good place, particularly financially, which is a credit to previous boards and CEOs. But in the end, we are a football club and our performances on the field haven't been good enough in 2025. I fucking love that he said we are a football club. But we are a football club. I think that's very important because footy comes first. He said, we need to get better, and every decision I make from here on will be about how we get better on the footy field. Love it. And in the football department while we keep a close eye on the rest of the club. So footy first, man. That's it. He then went on to say, I think I'm a values-driven leader, and that's why Brian and I got along well. He's very much the same, and our values are very aligned. I like to think that I'm honest and upfront and empathetic to people, but in the end, we need to make really strong decisions about what's best for this football club and football department, and we'll be doing that. So, what he's saying there is he understands human feelings, but really he doesn't give a fuck. He's going to swing the axe if he needs to. Following on from this morning's announcement, will there be more change coming to Carlton's AFL program this off-season? And Graham said, potentially, there's always change around players. And it's been put forward that we've got some coaches out of contract and we're hoping to solidify where that sits once we get through the season. There's always change. If you're standing still, you're going backwards. I like that. Exactly what that will be, that'll be the coach and new head of footy once we get to that appointment. He said they haven't approached anyone yet to replace Brad Lloyd. I call BS on that. I reckon they've definitely had conversations, but that's okay. I don't fully expect them to reveal what they're planning. It's all good. It's getting to the time of the year where conversations naturally turn to what the AFL list is going to look like in 2025. He said, he asked, given your history and experience, how involved will you be in the list management space? That's what the interviewer asked him. And Graham said, I'm on the list management committee, so I'll have some involvement, which is awesome because he will definitely make calls. But that's Nick Austin's area. Him and Vossi will have a big say in what we do there. I think it's going to be a busy off-season for us. Love hearing that. Particularly around players and hope and how we get better. From a depth point of view, we need to add players and we've potentially got a father-son, Peter Dean's boy, and a NGA player that we might look to as well. There'll be a bit going on through the trade period and the draft. So, that right there means change is coming. We all know it. He's admitted it. We don't know what it is yet. But then on TDK and Jack Silvani, he goes, I don't have an update. They both had contracts in front of them for a couple of months, and they're both free agents at the end of this season. And as free agents, I'm really strong on this. They've got the right to have a look out there and see what's available. And both of them are on the market, so to speak. We certainly hope both of them stay here at Carlton, but we know the reality might be different. We'll work through that. He knows they're gone. You know what? If they've had contracts sitting there, then they would have signed, man. They want to go elsewhere. I'm more convinced on Jack Silvani than TDK, because it's strange to me that TDK's still playing. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that one? He was then asked, Charlie Curnow, Harry Mackay, and Sam Walsh, will they be at Carlton in 2026? And he responded sharply. He said, all required and all contracted. So I don't think those three are going anywhere. And he's been firm with that from the start, and I've heard things that he does not want to get rid of those two forwards and Sam Walsh. But there was no mention of Chera, who now, all of a sudden, is out for the season. Do you guys find that strange? My brain automatically gets suspicious around that, because that's what happened with Jack Silvani too. He basically said, we need to improve in every area: game plan, list management, injury prevention, the culture of the club as a whole. He praised the medical and conditioning team. And look, no shit. We need changes in definitely game plan. We've been speaking about that all year. List management, he'll be involved in that. Injury prevention, he did praise them, but we're still copping injuries. And I know that the injuries that we've copped have been like ACLs and like really bad ones. The soft tissue ones, not so much anymore. So I guess that's decent. There's still been a few players that have copped it, but not as bad as last year and not as consistent as last year. He was asked, what does success look like for Carlton in 2026? And Graham said, we've been given some pretty clear feedback. We're 14th, and that's not good enough. I like how he admitted that. We'll be doing everything we possibly can to get across the board. That starts this week. We've got 2 games to go, and we've got to get as much as we can out of these 2 games with a clear expectation that we're better in 2026. For me, he takes over. This will be our first game with him in charge, because he takes over on Friday. We play Saturday, and I think he wants to win these 2 games, man. And I know a lot of people are talking about Stephen Silvani at St Kilda trying to take Peter Dean's son off us if we finish higher than St Kilda. Let's hope he's not a cunt about it. And look, he didn't do it for the Camporelli boys last draft, but you just never know, especially with Jack probably leaving and Stephen, his dad, in his ear. You just don't know, and you don't trust him. I don't trust him, and he might seriously clutch him out of there. But I really like that look, with 2 games to go, he sounds like he wants to win both games. And they're both winnable, man. They're Port Adelaide and Essendon. Seriously. And look, we'll worry about the draft later. But I think he wants to finish the season with a couple of wins to get a bit of momentum for next year and a bit of excitement. And I like that. Is the club's focus on football first and foremost, he was asked. And he said, absolutely, 100%. It's a massive focus of ours to get better in football. And we've done some things right, but can we get better across the board? Absolutely we can. And we'll be working on that from now. I enjoyed this. I think it gives us fans clarity on what direction the club will go in. And there will be lots of changes. They've already started with Brad Lloyd, and Graeme Wright was open and honest, and he hasn't even fully taken over yet. His first day's on Friday, like we said. But to me, it seemed like he knows what the fuck he wants, man, and knows what this club needs. There's no beating around the bush. He's confident. He didn't stutter, and it's a very positive outlook. I felt very positive vibes coming from this interview. With TDK and Sauce, he obviously would have liked them to stay. Contracts were offered, but look, they haven't been accepted. So that tells me he knows they're as good as gone, and he's okay with it. He's accepted it. And I'm okay with it too. Seriously, anyone who doesn't want to be at our club, fuck right off. No one is bigger than the club. See you later and shut up. Chera might be on the trade list. Seriously, I've heard Richmond are keen on him, and he would be, apparently he's interested in if the right offer comes along. So watch this space there. And he's been ruled out for the season, so maybe they're not taking any risks. I don't know. I don't mind if he goes. I personally don't have anything against Chera. Honestly, I don't. I just don't think he lights our midfield on fire. Like, he gets his 20 touches a game, but he doesn't have that huge game-changing impact. So, look, if we can get something for him, why not at this point? The one I wanted to speak about is Elijah Hollands. Now, this is a touchy one because, we don't know all the details, but he played VFL and did very well, apparently, the other day, and it is tough. We know he's messed up twice this season. That's all we know. Whether he's on recreational drugs, whether it was cocaine, something totally different, undrug related, whatever it is, I'm just going to assume that it's the drug thing, because he got in trouble with the Gold Coast Suns before he left, and that's why he was suspended when he arrived at Carlton, and we gave him a chance. So let's think hypothetically that is the situation. Whatever, who cares? I would surround Elijah right now with good people, and not people who blow smoke up his ass and are soft. Like, people that say, Elijah, you can't do that. You're a professional and you need to look after yourself. Shut up. Give him honest feedback. Give him human affection. Let him get counseling from people with real stories behind them that have experienced shit like he has or he is. And say, Elijah, brother, from March till September, no fucking partying. Your so-called mates who are dragging you into that scene, they are not your friends. They don't have your best interests at heart. This is assuming this is what it is. And I would ask, do you want to completely fuck your career up? Seriously, you've got natural, gifted talent and can change the game with a click of a finger. But your life could be over in a click of a finger. What do you want to do? You want to throw it all away for a bit of fucking white shit in your nose? Or do you want to fucking be successful? Go do that shit on the off season, on your holidays. Don't do it at all. Even better. But once pre-season starts, till the end of the footy season, no more. No more partying. And we will fucking test you every single week to make sure that you're not doing it. And if you fuck up, you're gone. Seriously, put it to him. Give him the ultimatum. That's the way I'd play it. Based on his talent, I would give him one last chance. Because I think Elijah is unbelievable, man. He's got something fucking sexy about him, seriously. And I would totally get it if the club is fed up and they get rid of him at the end of the season. Whatever, man. I'll be gutted, but I understand it. But he's too good to let go. And I think with the right management and the right people around him, he will be okay. You got to give him one last chance. Don't baby him. Just be strict on him. What other changes do we need to make to our coaching staff? Let's go have a look at them. All right, we've got Vossi as senior coach, if you're looking at the screen. Ashley Hansen, we spoke about him. I think he needs to go. Jordan Russell is one I'm looking at that might definitely, we need to change that one, because our forward line, man, is just, the way it operates is just amateur. And we've got some of the best forwards in the league, and I don't think that they know how to lead properly and create space. So, look, Jordan's been there. I just don't think he's doing a decent job right now. I could be wrong. But if I'm making changes, I'm looking at the forward line coach, which is Jordan Russell, and I'm looking at Aaron Hamill in the backline coach. And our backline doesn't really, bother me too much. I think we're decent defensive-wise, and our game plan is more defensive than attacking. So I'm looking at Jordan Russell, man. And Ashley Hansen. Seriously. And Hamill should be if anything, he should be the forward coach. But, yeah, there you go, man. Look, let's see what happens. I do want to see changes to those coaches. If we keep it the same, I'm afraid that nothing will change in the way we play and in-game tactics, especially when we're behind. We've spoken about it. Let's see what happens, man. But yeah, out of all those coaches, I'm probably looking at those, Ashley Hansen and Jordan Russell there. That might change. Our midfield coach even, maybe. What's his name? Is it Tim Clark? He's been there for a while. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think of that one, and if you would make any changes to these 10 guys here. Not including Voss. I don't want to hear it. Seriously, man. The decision's been made for him to stay, so keep him out of it. Tell me about the other guys. Let me know what you think. Alrighty. Where are we? Off topic. Many of you are asking when the Ball of Truth merchandise is coming. I can tell you guys from now, the shop is done. Products have been created. I am just waiting for samples to come because I want to give you guys the best quality. It's just waiting in the wings, and I'm waiting for the samples to arrive. So once I'm happy with them and I feel them and put them on and I like it, the store is going live, and I'm hoping that's just a week away. Look, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Fuck it. Where is it? Now, everyone knows that I give the shout out to someone every episode. So obviously, that's part of my merchandise. Look at this. It's exciting times, man. Oops, wrong one. That is the website. But there's a couple of little sneak peeks there for the hoodie and the t-shirt. Look, I will be doing different colors as well. But for now, the big shout up hoodie on the left and the shout up t-shirt on the right. There you go, man. But I'm absolutely pumped to launch that. Seriously, the Shut Up clothing is in popular demand. I'm getting messages from everyone. It's exciting times, man. And I'll be doing a giveaway competition later down the track probably in a couple of months or towards the end of the season. But yeah, man, I'm excited for it. So it is coming, and there's the proof. Guys, we have Port Adelaide on Saturday at 1:20 at Marvel. Sam Walsh might return. He's a test this week for his availability, which is huge. I do want to keep Sam Walsh, and I hope we do. Hopefully they get his back right and he has a proper preseason and he's fit and firing. Because when he gets going, man, our midfield just looks totally different. And then you add Jagger Smith to that. It's just going to look fucking beautiful, man. I don't want to see any young blokes lose their spot this week. Your Billy Wilsons, your Flynn Youngs and all those guys. I really want to just keep them in the last 2 games. I don't care about the results. I just want to get them experience and hopefully we win, man. But I have a feeling we are going to win this one on Saturday. Like I said, Graham Wright's taken the reins on Friday, so this will be his first game as the new CEO, man. So I have a feeling it's going to be close because Port Adelaide will dig deep. But I just think we're going to win. I've got this good feeling. But you know what? We'll see what happens in the team selections tomorrow. I don't know if there's been any injuries or not. I can't recall off the top of my head, man. So we'll see how we go. But looking forward to this one. I'll be going live as usual, man, on Saturday. I'm probably going to pencil it in for 4:20, the review, man. And for all you smokers out there, 4:20 is the best time to tune in. Get baked and watch. I don't give a fuck. Guys, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for all the support. I love you guys. Follow me on all social medias. Links are in the description. I'm always tweeting during the games on X. More importantly, leave a comment and tell me what you guys think of 2026. What changes do you want? Let me know in the comments. I love you all. I'll see you guys on Saturday live at 4:20 for the review. That's it from me tonight, man. I love you all. Adios. Good night. Hope you enjoyed the show, guys. And just remember this, man. Subscribe, man. What y'all waiting for? Let's go, Blue.